Hey guys, it's your boy back again, and we're going to be breaking down the Browns. Surprisingly, coming in at number 2, they got a lot of talent actually. The quarterback position is going to be interesting. You have Tyrod Taylor, who, you could start if you want, but I would actually really start Baker Mayfield. He has good ratings to start out with, he has real good short accuracy. He should be able to upgrade into your franchise quarterback. And finally, that name of jerseys will come to an end at the quarterback position, hopefully for you with Baker Mayfield. Starting off with good short accuracy, he's got good throw power. So the quarterback position is going to be positives because you have really two capable starters, one in Tyrod Taylor and then your first round pick, Baker Mayfield, which I would definitely start over Tyrod Taylor, but yeah, it's just going to be positives for the quarterback position. Taking a look at their running back position, their running backs are nasty. They got Duke Johnson, who's definitely going to be a great receiving back for you. Picked up Carlos Hyde, who I think is a very underrated running back coming from San Fran. And then they go out and draft Nick Chubb. I really like Nick Chubb coming out of college. I think he's going to end up being their starting running back. Most of the downs he's going to be probably running. He's going to have the most carries on the year for the Browns. But man, that running back duo's, triplet's going to be freaking nice because Duke Johnson should for sure be your third down back, and probably you could line him up in the slot some of the time. He's really good there. Carlos Hyde is going to be more of a power back for you. And then Nick Chubb's kind of going to be a balanced running back who should be able to do it all for you well and should be able to upgrade into a monster. So I'm really liking that running back position, so only positives there as well. Looking at the receiving core for the Browns, it is very good. You have Jarvis Landry you got from a trade. Real good players here. You got Josh Gordon. Corey Coleman's going to be your slot guy. He was the Browns' first-round pick a few years ago. People are forgetting about. Corey Coleman's no joke either. I would personally play Corey Coleman in the slot. Jarvis Landry, your number 1. Josh Gordon, number 2. That receiving core is nasty like that. And then you have tight end David Njoku, who I'm going to say right now, I think he's going to have a breakout year. He's a very fast tight end for Madden. He's already got good catching, 81 overall. If you can upgrade your receivers a little bit, they already have one of the best receiving cores in the NFL. It's up there with the Chiefs and Pittsburgh. So, it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. And if you pick the Browns, you're gonna start with a loaded receiving core. So keep that in mind too. Now taking a look at the offensive line, which the tackles used to be a very good position for the Browns, but Joe Thomas retired. The right tackle isn't very good either, so immediately my recommendation, the first thing you're going to want to do for the Browns, if you're going to want to be successful, is get 2 good tackles, left tackle and a right tackle. Definitely focus on the left tackle because you don't want your quarterback getting hurt in Baker Mayfield or Tyrod Taylor. You're going to want to try to protect them at all costs, but moving to the interior offensive linemen, it's actually quite good. You should have a nice time running the ball with the interior offensive linemen. They're good. High 80s, some are close to 90s in the interior. Center may need upgraded, but really, the 2 positions on the offensive line that really need to be taken care of are tackles, because you don't want your quarterback getting injured just when you have everything set in place. Looking at the defensive line here, you have Emmanuel Ogbah, who I think is vastly underrated. He's a very good pass rusher. He's got good finesse move. I think he can end up being a star for you on your Browns franchise if you choose to keep him. And then you obviously have Myles Garrett, who's just a ferocious pass rusher. He's already up there. He's going to have probably the highest development trait. Just a monster. In Pro Football Focus, he had the most pressure on the quarterback throughout his time of playing. Just a freak athlete. And then the Madden ratings gave him some good stuff. Then, interior offensive lineman, they traded away Danny Shelton. So you're going to probably need to focus on defensive interior linemen. Your outside defensive pass rusher should be good with Myles Garrett and Emmanuel Ogbah. But you're going to want to get some good run stoppers inside to stop the run in that division, especially when you got Le'Veon Bell and Joe Mixon in that set of running backs in that division. So keep that in mind too. Taking a look at the Browns linebacking core, they actually have a formidable linebacker core. You have Jamie Collins, who can actually pass rush for you if you're in a pinch. Like a lot of people don't know, he's got pretty good finesse moves. So he does play left outside linebacker, but if you wanted the Browns do run that 4-3, so maybe in your dime or nickel packages, you just want to do like some kind of all-out blitz package, definitely use him because he's underrated for that as well. But middle linebacker, they got Michael Kendricks from the Eagles, which I think was a big pickup for him. That's really going to boast their middle linebacking group. And then you look at the right outside linebacker, they have Christian Kirksey, who I like a lot. Linebacking core is good. I'm liking it. I mean, you might just want to get a few depth people, but it should be able to stay mostly how it is throughout some of the rebuild. You definitely will have to draft a little depth, but it should be able to stay the way it is. Taking a look at the cornerback position for the Browns, it's going to be very interesting because I would for sure put Denzel Ward as your number one cornerback. He's going to be a monster. He's going to be real sticky in man coverage. It's going to be hard to break routes off in man coverage against him. He should be able to do man very good, which the Browns really needed because they like to call man coverage a lot. So that should be able to work out for you. So especially if you like calling man coverage, this is going to be a huge deal for you to start Denzel Ward at your number one cornerback position. But then it gets a little tricky. I mean, you have E.J. Gaines, who I believe is more of a nickel cornerback than anything. So really, your number two cornerback spot is going to be up for grabs. You have your number one and number two set. Number one should be Denzel Ward, and then your nickel should be E.J. Gaines. But I would definitely look to get a number two cornerback that is speedy. So if you do that, you will have one of the best cornerback groups in the NFL in Madden. So keep that in mind too if you pick to play with the Browns. And then lastly, but definitely not least, you take a look at the safety group, and the Browns acquiring Demarius Randall was a very good move. I don't understand why the Packers would have done that because he is he was good at cornerback, so safety was his position he started out with. I think he's going to have a career year here in Cleveland at the safety position, so definitely looking good at the free safety position. Then you look at your strong safety, and you have two options. I mean, you have definitely Jabril Peppers would be my option. I really like Jabril Peppers. He's a freak athlete. He's going to have good speed, good all-around hit power. What he's gonna lack is gonna be the zone coverage and man coverage, but if you can get his awareness and zone coverage up, he definitely will be one of the best safeties in the league because he has all the attributes: speed, he has acceleration, he's got hit power. Just need to get some of those intangibles up, and then it should be all good from there. So that's going to do it for the Browns rebuild. They coming in at number 2. Definitely going to be one of the funner teams to play with in Madden. So I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, and if you did, please hit that sub button for your boy. Alright, do it. And then let me know what you guys think about my breakdown, and I will see you guys next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Peace out.